Quando Rondo has just dropped shocking details about a violent prison attack involving Lil Durk, and the story is nothing short of brutal. In a bold revelation, Quando pulls back the curtain on what really went down behind those prison walls. From raw violence to jaw-dropping motives, this expose is shaking the streets and stirring major reactions. Stay tuned, because the truth behind Durk's prison drama is finally coming to light.
That's crazy work. They need more sheets. That's crazy work.
As charges began stacking, conspiracy, firearm possession, and orchestrating a murder-for-hire plot, the federal government signaled it had no intention of letting Durk walk away without a fight. Durk's legal team made an aggressive attempt to secure his release, offering a $3 million bond package, but the court denied it, deeming him a significant risk. The outcome left Durk locked up pending trial and transferred to MDC Los Angeles, a facility known for its chaotic conditions.
I feel back to your same. I came up here like shit. Where you from? What you got going? I'm in tour, yeah.
Man, what? The PC? Hey.
They thought they saw the computer, you downstairs, they be like, man, you know you, man, send me upstairs. Whatever it is, I gotta tap to it.
Reports now suggest Durk was attacked inside the prison, and disturbingly, it wasn't a random event. Sources claim the altercation involved members of his own circle. The incident followed the leaked footage showing Durk isolated in his cell, which led to further speculation about rising tensions. This situation has left many asking, why would his own people turn on him? Is it a result of internal politics, federal pressure, or individual self-preservation? History shows that when federal charges and lengthy sentences loom, alliances often dissolve.
Call was from a federal prison.
You say what, bro?
I said, I know you're but if you need anything, you know I got you.
You know, I appreciate it. You know, it's all that count,
Yeah, yeah. I know how that be, but it don't matter, bro. We ain't never moved our money. Except for that first time. Once it was that, it was that. Once it was like then, everything was history.
Yeah.
Lil Pep. He actually died in your arms.
That happened to my right hand, man.
Got it back in blood, y'all just don't know that's how it supposed to be.
My beef is really mainly in the music industry. You coulda did this, he coulda did this, your little partner coulda did this. This the only thing about this life shit, my nigga. Ain't no rules. I might feel like I ain't shooting at that man hoe just cause I see her right here. You might feel like that. But bro, you gotta live by no rules. Niggas commit a ass of crimes and wait till they go to jail to start praying. I ain't got no beef with nobody.
They said that you were the intended target in that situation.
All that shit you heard was cap. Nobody know what the fuck really going on, bro.
A previous associate, OTF Jam, allegedly cooperated to avoid the fallout of the ongoing RICO investigation. OTF Jam had already served significant time, and he wasn't looking to return to prison. If he flipped under pressure, who else might follow?
Lil Durk, he posts on this story. Lil Durk says, I can drop this single and fuck up the streets on God. Your release date ain't safe, son. And you replied, drop that shit. We all on the time schedule.
I never seen that. You feel me? Drop that shit. We all on the time schedule. I was actually talking to the label. My label very happy about this album dropping.
And they assumed that you and Durk were subliminally, coming at each other. Because he said that your release date isn't safe. So maybe he's watching you and you're not watching him. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be in my own little world, bro.
Lil Durk is currently incarcerated alongside several co-defendants, each one facing the potential of serious federal sentences. If someone within OTF is cooperating with authorities, it could explain the growing tension inside MDC Los Angeles.
They say OTF Diddy's supposed to be taking a plea deal, man. They saying that, I don't know how to put it. Well, I'm gonna just say this. They say they got like 20,000 pages on Durk. Audio, video, statements, that don't sound good to me. And a lot of y'all always get the, oh, y'all are hating us. Whoa. Hating or keeping it real. Hating or keeping it gangster because y'all might want to hear something else. I'm going to give it to y'all how I give it to y'all. And when something don't seem right, don't fit right with me, all you need is one witness, bro. One witness against one person whole life taken from them. A statement will get you found guilty.
Enter Quando Rondo. Almost immediately after Durk's arrest, Quando released a track that signaled confidence. But beneath the surface, the situation runs much deeper. In interviews, Quando called out figures like DJ Academics for fueling tensions.
I'm asking this in a devil's advocate way.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I promise you, for you even just saying the devil name, I wanna just take these microphones off and walk out that door.
Labeling him the devil's advocate, Quando continues to push back, viewing this moment as an opportunity for retaliation connected to events involving his slain associate. With Durk now facing immense legal pressure, Quando is applying more heat from the outside. Durk's legal challenges have escalated from a murder-for-hire charge to a full RICO case, one of the most severe federal prosecutions.
I feel like, in my head, I just put it like, shit, that what God wanted to happen. Shit, it mean too much or how much I really feel about it. I'll just be like, that what God wanted to happen.
RICO indictments are often seen as career-ending. If convicted, Durk and his associates could face life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. The superseding indictment, unsealed in November 2024, outlines a complex network of violence and criminal activity stretching over several years. According to prosecutors, this isn't just about a single incident. They allege that OTF is not simply a music label, but a structured criminal organization. The charges span from murder and conspiracy to weapons trafficking and racketeering. Federal officials are framing Durk as the central figure orchestrating these operations, utilizing money, status, and influence to maintain control and reward loyalty. This entire case traces back to the 2020 death of King Von. Prosecutors argue that Von's death in Atlanta triggered a wave of retaliatory violence. They claim that Durk responded by placing a bounty on those believed to be responsible, leading to the August 2022 shooting of Quando Rondo's crew in Los Angeles. Federal documents allege that Durk personally ordered the hit, dispatching his associates across state lines to locate and eliminate a rival. Investigators claim to have evidence, surveillance footage, financial transactions, and intercepted communications to back up their charges. Federal prosecutors have compiled a serious amount of evidence against Lil Durk. Surveillance footage, intercepted phone calls, text messages, and even Durk's lyrics are now being used as alleged confessions. This isn't just circumstantial. They claim the case is backed by months of investigation, witness testimony, and internal cooperation. But what's raising more concern is the ongoing delay of Durk's trial. When federal prosecutors postpone court dates, it often means they're strengthening their case, gathering more evidence and flipping additional witnesses to secure convictions. And just as the situation couldn't appear more severe, another potential case is now tied to Durk's name. A newly unsealed FBI affidavit out of Chicago links Durk to a second murder-for-hire plot. While he hasn't been formally charged in this case, the documents are already being used by the prosecution to argue for his continued detention. According to the affidavit, Durk allegedly offered payment for the 2022 killing of Stefan Mack, a suspected gangster disciples leader. Investigators claim text messages and social media posts from two individuals confirm a transaction from Durk to carry out the hit. The theory is that Durk continues targeting anyone suspected to be involved in his brother's 2021 murder. Dante Banks was fatally shot in June of that year, and the feds suspect gangster disciples were behind the attack. Now, prosecutors in Los Angeles are using the Chicago affidavit to underscore their argument against Durk's release, telling the court this proves why he cannot be granted bail. Durk is now facing intense pressure on all sides, from his co-defendants, the prison system, and mounting federal investigations. But despite the circumstances, his legal team is not backing down. There may still be a path forward. While prosecutors are presenting this as one of the biggest hip-hop RICO cases in recent memory, defense attorneys argue that most of the evidence is circumstantial. That creates a serious weakness in the case. The government points to OTF-linked funds being used to pay for flights, rental cars, and equipment tied to the alleged hit, but the defense contends that multiple individuals had access to those resources. Direct communication, or someone flipping on him, the case begins to look far less definitive. Legal experts have noted this issue, pointing out the absence of a smoking gun. Even some fans believe the evidence may not be strong enough for a conviction. Durk wasn't at the scene, and his alleged connection to the act is mostly through others. This has led to growing speculation that federal prosecutors are trying to make an example out of another high-profile rapper, an approach that could prove controversial in the courtroom. And let's not forget, Durk has spent years reshaping his public image. He's participated in community efforts, made charitable donations, and publicly distanced himself from street conflicts. If his defense emphasizes this transformation, it could influence how the jury views him, not as a gang leader, but as a businessman trying to move forward. However, even if Durk manages to beat the case, danger may still follow. While Quando Rondo has publicly called for peace, underlying tensions remain. In the world of street politics, legal victories don't always translate to safety. The federal government may walk away, but unresolved retaliation on the streets is a separate threat. Whether inside or out, Durk's situation remains volatile. The legal system is only part of the equation. What happens next may depend not just on courtroom outcomes, but on how ongoing rivalries unfold once the spotlight fades. To stay updated on everything surrounding this case and its aftermath, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. More developments are coming, and you won't want to miss a single one.